Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. This is for entertainment purposes only, so if you are entertained, please like and subscribe. I have been looking at my portfolio and I would like to start to do some goal setting because it is December and that is the time of the year that we do that. And also, I was watching a Retired on Dividends video yesterday where he was doing an update on his account, and I made a joke about how we will race each other into retirement. And so now we can just be accountability buddies, I guess. So, first of all, I don't I don't want to do money goals per month because it's really highly dependent on the market and the volatility and like how that all works out. So I can't make goals, or at least I don't feel comfortable doing goals on things I don't control. So next year, when I get the income from my rental, I will be putting the $2,000 in every month. Although, I mean, it's not $2,000 of profit, it's just $2,000 of. Anyways, and that money I'll be using with options. And the profit, the premium I get from that, it will sit in cash for the week. And then the following Monday, I will be putting it into high income ETFs. And then the high income ETFs, when they get their distributions, we'll be putting them into the silos. And the reason for that is first of all, high income ETFs are fractional cover call strategies. So I feel like if I just took my premiums and I made more covered calls or cash secured puts or whatever I'm doing, put spreads, that eventually I'm going to get riskier and riskier without realizing it and put in some bad strikes, and then I'm going to wipe myself out. So I'd rather do the profit taking of putting it into the high income ETFs, let them manage it, and just manage the principal, like the cash that I already have in my account. And then with the high income ETFs, that profit taking of putting a portion of it into the leveraged assets and into the underlying, when it's time for me to do profit taking with those, when it's like above the 200-day moving average, I feel more comfortable putting those into the high income ETFs as well, because if the market turns, I will still own the shares of the high income ETFs and I will still be getting paid. And the money that I get from the high income ETFs can then go into the leverage products, because when they go down by a lot, that's a good time to buy in because it gives them more time, more room to shoot up. Anyways, that's my theory. I'm going to stick to it. But I was doing my own, I was just looking the other day because, I'm trying my new options spreadsheet and it looks different than it has been. And besides these rolling of these calls for the SPY, the rest of it's only with $3,800. So with $3,800, pretty much, I've been able to get $377 so far, which this feels a little bit like a lie because at the end of this week, before Thanksgiving, I let a lot of things expire, so I started with fresh options after Thanksgiving. So if I have to pay to close and roll over stuff, like the profit on week 2 is not going to be as much because I had to pay to close things. So we'll see how this works. And I am tempted to say like, oh, well, my goal is $500 every week. But I do think that when I'm adding $2,000 every month, next year, it will become easier to get to the $500 a week goal. And that'll give me room to, I don't think I want to increase that goal by a lot next year. I think it'll be more, how can I do this and de-risk myself a little bit more? And just keep, is it going from put spreads to doing like puts, that would work for me, because I would rather, if I lose the bet, I own the shares and then I can ride it out, than I lose the bet by a lot, I lose a lot of money, and I have no more money. So that's just my my theory on all of this. And then I'm looking through, because this is also from Retire on Dividends. I went onto his Discord and got his spreadsheet for Retire on Misty, and I liked using this as a reference so much that I just copied and pasted the values into this, so that I have a benchmark. That's all I'm looking for, is a little bit of a benchmark. So in November, I am actually ahead. I was supposed to be getting $4,430 a month in August of 2027, but I've been outperforming myself, so I don't have as much capital as this prediction has. I only have $53,000 in my account, but I am more focused on the monthly income. Once I have the income that I want, which is $10,000, I'll be able to invest in the regular 3-fund portfolio, making it more robust and diversified. That's always been the plan. But I'm focusing on getting the income first and worrying about everything else next. So I think, and I just put this is December, and then if we're going off of that, then I think next year in December, I could say that my goal, if everything goes well, I will hopefully be doing $7,000 of income every month. And this goal doesn't have any, additional income coming in, but for the majority of 2025, I'm going to be paying back my credit card, and then we're getting a well installed on the farm so that I have reliable drinking water. So my dad is going, and it's going to be shared across 3 households up here. So my dad's going to pay for it up front, and then I'm going to pay him back, but I do have to pay him back for my half. So, and my cat is trying to walk across my laptop. But yeah, so I think $7,000 a month next December will be like my goal. And if I don't get it, we'll do a postmortem, and I will tell you why it didn't happen, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it, because it's going to be like, well, the market crashed 50%. What do you want me to do? Type of situation. So, yeah, so I would rather, because if you go watch his video, he currently has $66,000. I have $53,000, and his income was $3,151. And I had $4,535. And that doesn't mean that he's doing worse than me. It means that he's doing better risk mitigation. So, like, I have a lot of Misty, so that's really skewing my numbers. But I think this is close enough that we can use, or I could use, his updates as a benchmark to see, like, just like a single data point. Because I also think that for the weekly Roundhill updates, I'm going to start to tell you if I beat XDTE every week. Like, are my SPY options that I'm doing beating if I just use that money to purchase XDTE? I think over the next 6 months or so, when I want to do my own options while I'm paying back my credit card. That way the premium and the options income and the premium, like, all that is going to pay my credit card, and then the bulk of my portfolio with the high income ETFs can just grow. But, it will be good to have data on, this is for the same time period, this is what I was able to do on my own, and this is what Roundhill is offering me. And like, is there a difference, and is the difference enough that doing my own options is actually worth it? So I'm curious about that, and so I'm going to start doing that when we do the Round Hill distribution announcements. But yeah, so he has a goal of 40% yield, and my goal has been 60%. So I think we'll do okay. And has here that, he has $10,000 a month by December 2026, and I think $7,000 a month for the end of 2025 and $10,000 for the end of 2026 will also be my goal. Like, I can retire on $10,000, and I really don't want to be working for 2 more years. So, like, he has that he's going to be making $6,000 by the end of 2025. So, anywhere between $4,000 and $7,000 is what my goal is for the end of 2025, and then we'll see if we can both get $10,000 by the end of 2026, because that's when I'm going to retire. I think he has a much higher goal because he has, kids and a wife and everything. I only have to worry about paying for all of my mini pets and whatever side project my dad is trying to get me to do. So I will be able to retire off of $10,000. Whether I do retire off of $10,000 remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about next year. I'm excited to be paying off my credit cards and having less debt and getting all my obligations under control. And hopefully next year my renter will continue to pay on time, and we won't have to worry about the cursed condo so much anymore. So anyways, do you have any financial goals for next year? And please share them with me. I will talk to you later. Bye.